Arne Slot has been officially unveiled as the new head coach of Liverpool. Will he have full control over transfers and departures? Who will lead Liverpool's recruitment team in the new era at Anfield? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, then hit that subscribe button because today we're diving into some exciting updates about Liverpool's transfer plans for this summer. Stick around until the end of this video to find out who will be in charge of who comes in and goes out of Liverpool FC. Let's explore what the upcoming transfer market holds under Slot and the new recruitment team.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Arne Slot has already been officially announced as the new Liverpool head coach after Jurgen Klopp bid farewell to Anfield on the final day of the Premier League season. He was only unveiled yesterday because he wanted to give the club enough time to properly say goodbye to Jurgen Klopp. Many of Jurgen Klopp's backroom staff have already been announced to have departed the club, while more intend to do so in the coming weeks. Among those to leave both the Reds and Klopp altogether, some big names include goalkeeping coach John Achterberg, Jack Robinson, Andreas Kornmeier, Andreas Schlumberger, and Ray Vaughan. And it now looks like Arne Slot and Liverpool have laid the opening gambits through which the backroom setup will take place for 2024-25. Sipke Hulshoff, Slot's assistant manager at Feyenoord, is already in place. And now we have Ruben Peters on board to be signed on as first-team lead physical performance coach. Slot accepted the title of head coach, unlike the full manager role he had at Feyenoord, and therefore enjoyed not being fully responsible for transfers and departures, since it was reportedly to be a sort of collaboration on the club's recruitment strategy between him and Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, a sign of a more specialized and focused business in team management. This represents a seismic shift in the management structure at Anfield, namely picking a coach over the traditional managerial setup, which we all have become more team familiar with under Jurgen Klopp's reign. Implementing such moves, mainly on the liquidity shift, would most likely have its effects on measures for transfer strategies, modes of decision-making, and recruitment responsibilities undertaken at the club. Let us take on board the essential differences between a head coach and manager in matters related to the leading coaching roles, while defining transfer policies and strategies at Liverpool. Among the many likely reasons that Jurgen Klopp needed to keep himself away from football, certainly one such has to be the hectic workload of the job of manager. About their responsibility range, a manager is always involved in overseeing operations, handling staff management, and decision-making about problems at hand. Traditionally, for the most part, it has always been a case where the manager heads matters dealing with transfers and contracts at football clubs. Head coaches like Slot, however, have usually had less influence over such issues. Slot will be operating amid a new-look hierarchy at Anfield, having to answer to the sporting director, Richard Hughes, and Fenway Sports Group's chief executive of football, Michael Edwards. From what one gathers, the primary focus set out for him by the club will probably involve team performance and player growth. Strategic aspects such as transfers then fall to the remit of the sporting director, Richard Hughes. Richard Hughes is going to take forward the transfer strategy of the club and its recruitment process. He will make a big say in the formation of the team's roster and make sure that all the significant decisions about club transfers are in line with the vision. Hughes comes to Liverpool with a proven track record of identifying and signing young talent at Bournemouth, where he served as the technical director for over a decade. Some of his notable signings for the Cherries include Nathan Ake, Dominic Solanke, Callum Wilson, and Aaron Ramsdale. Hughes will work with Arne Slot to identify the correct targets who bring in the right players to strengthen the squad. The data-driven approach taken by Hughes will be imperative in determining what the team needs and who will fit best within the new style implemented by Slot. This, in addition to the responsibility of the sporting director, will be to manage the transfer budget so that expenses are made responsibly and in compliance with the Premier League's rules. His experience and expertise will come to the fore as he maneuvers through the transfer market to get the best deals for Liverpool. It is therefore to be expected that through Hughes, the processes of recruitment by the club will be characterized by data analysis, scouting reports, and a personal assessment that may bring the best possible players to the team. His contribution will be vital in setting up Slot's squad on a solid competitive platform that can make it either in the English Premier League or any other level of competition. Michael Edwards will also play a crucial role in Liverpool's future under Arne Slot. As the CEO of football, Edwards will oversee overall football operations at the club, including transfer dealings and player recruitment. His return to the club marks a significant shift in the club's governance structure, with Edwards now taking on a more prominent role in transfer negotiations alongside Richard Hughes. Edwards' involvement in transfer dealings will ensure that the club's strategic vision aligns with the new head coach, Arne Slot. Slot will be involved in identifying and selecting potential transfer targets, but will leave negotiations and finalizing deals to Edwards and Hughes. This structure allows for a more streamlined and efficient transfer process, ensuring that the club's long-term goals are met while providing the necessary flexibility to adapt to changing circumstances. Edwards' return to the club also reflects his high standing within the game and his ability to manage the club's football operations effectively. His new role will involve overseeing the identification, purchasing, and running of another club to add to FSG's soccer portfolio, further solidifying his influence within the club. Overall, Michael Edwards' increased involvement in transfer dealings and his partnership with Richard Hughes will be crucial in shaping the future of Liverpool under Arne Slot. With the new leadership in place, Liverpool's transfer strategy is set to be smarter and more data-driven. Richard Hughes will lead the charge, using data analysis to scout players who perfectly fit Arne Slot's dynamic, high-pressing style. The focus will be on several key areas: bolstering the midfield with versatile players, strengthening the defense with solid yet ball-playing defenders, and adding depth to the attack with creative and prolific forwards. The aim is to find talents who can seamlessly blend into Slot's system and elevate the team's performance. Hughes will also ensure wise spending, negotiating deals that provide great value and comply with financial regulations. While Hughes and Michael Edwards handle the negotiations, Slot will identify the types of players needed, ensuring a cohesive and competitive squad. Fans can look forward to a fresh, high-energy style of play that promises to inject excitement and dynamism into the team. The collaboration between Slot, Hughes, and Edwards aims to create a well-balanced squad ready to compete at the highest levels. With this new approach, Liverpool is poised to bring in players who can make an immediate impact. Liverpool is embarking on an exciting new chapter this summer. We're set to see some significant changes. Fans can look forward to a revitalized squad with key areas being strengthened and new players who can make an immediate impact. The collaborative approach between Slot, Hughes, and Edwards aims to ensure that every transfer decision is made with precision and purpose, building a cohesive and competitive team ready to take on the challenges of the upcoming season. This summer's transfer plans are all about smart, strategic moves that align with the club's vision for the future. It's an exciting time to be a Liverpool fan, with fresh energy and innovative thinking driving the club forward. Stay tuned as we watch these plans unfold and get ready for an exhilarating season ahead at Anfield.